about security and how to solve it in Armed Forces Command and Staff College. Our leaders looking at solutions provided by officers and men of Nigerian Armed Forces and other security who have done very, very good research work on all these issues. I challenge all of them now to go to NDC. All the issues were raised now. Solution to it. The only challenge will be implementation. These things are there.
Well, part of the comments that the governor also made while he was briefing State House was that this problem has been on since January this year, I mean the recent one, except until 2 weeks when it now took a different dimension. He also said that they were planning to destabilize his government. And now if the name of the group is Umbati and you say, look, it's our turn, it means that this, can we say, is political?
Chamberlain, if you listen to my comments, I said one of the solutions to this problem is one to understand its dynamics. Has this group always been there? No. This is a new group that emerged, and this group emerged with a name that is very suspicious, that has a lot of political undertone. A group that say it is our turn. When you say our turn, is it our turn to kill? Is it our turn to hold political office? What is the ideology? What is the message? And what is the driving force that is driving this particular ideology? Again, why is it that this particular ideology is within only a particular ethnic group, the Egon group in Nasarawa State? Why? And why is it that they are forcing imams and pastors or members of this faith to come and join their court group? Why? And why is it that they are unstoppable? What is the role of the elite in this? Where are they getting the arms? And what needed to be done? What has the elite from this area done? Are they coming out to condemn it? Are they reaching out? This is one of the solutions, and this is what you say. If we say force will not work, what is the role of the elite? Are they trying to reach out to them? Because in this case, this community is known. It's within a specific area in Nasarawa State. They are still there. They are still holding their ground. So this is the issue. It clearly has a political undertone. You don't need any magic, any scientific thing to tell you. The name itself sends the message. It's a representation of something, a metaphor for a message. So we must take it as it is, and then government must be decisive. And there's a role for the elite from this area to reach out. No, yes, even if you want to say it is our turn. It is, we have had too much crisis in this country. And Nasarawa is too close to Abuja. Nasarawa belongs to one of the states that usually conduct security meetings with the FCT. Anything that happens in Nasarawa is like it's happening in how many kilometers from Nasarawa State to Aso Villa, another strategic security area within Abuja. So we must take this issue seriously. It is not just about Nasarawa State. It's not about Governor Tanko Al-Makura. It's about security of Nigeria and security of the federal capital, the seat of power.
And if you say he has always been in a meeting with other security chiefs in Abuja, to your knowledge, has he ever mentioned this particular group? You can't just say a group that is an outlaw group. Is sitting pretty well in a location known by everyone in a state like Nasarawa, and nothing hasn't been done to actually stop the group.
You see, Suleiman, that is part of the dynamics of our own society. You see, in many communities in Nigeria, you be aware, there are certain ritual practices that does not necessarily infringe on the right of the people to worship their own religion, to move about freely as enshrined in the Nigerian Constitution. And therefore, even when such groups emerge, until a group continues to infringe on the right of the people, it is there, and it is there in the Bible and the Quran. There is no compulsion in religion. And I'm sure even in every cult group I know, whether it is whatever name that cult is a group belong to, you know that there is you can't force somebody to belong to a group. And in any case, I've used this example severally. How many religions do we recognize in the Nigerian constitution? Islam and Christianity. You go to other countries, you have 6, 7 religions in their constitution. You go to Indonesia, a country of about 87% population of Muslim, one of the largest country concentration of Muslims. You have 6 religions in their own constitution, and they are living peacefully. So what is wrong with us? It is the politicization of our own religion that has caused us, and even whatever we do. You can people belong to cult group. It is the right of these people to belong to cult group. What is wrong is that their own right is now infringing on the right of other Nigerians to practice their religion as Muslims and Christians, and it is now being used as a force which needs to be checked, because already it has set a mandate for itself that it is our turn. We need to find out, turn to do what? Turn to be what? Turn on what? These are the questions that we must ask. And we are not saying that when we say government must be decisive, we are also saying that government must look at all options, which include dialogue. This group is known, is within a particular area in Nasarawa state. They are elite from this area. Let's federal government open discussion with the leader of the group. For our finding, he has been invited severally before the governor took the issue to the Security Council. He refused to come. And of course, as a governor of a state, wherever state, when you are canvassing for vote, everybody from that state is your own. It doesn't mean because somebody belongs to a cult group, you now say no. No. First, that person belongs to humanity and happen to be a citizen of a state. So it's not about Governor Al-Makura. It's about federal government taking the right decision to solve this problem.
All right.
Once and for all.
If we consider options, since you've covered defense for a while, do you think that if they were to, say, lock down a certain area until that problem is sorted out, do you think that option will also be worth considering?
Yes. You see, Chamberlain, if you look at the recent Boston bombing, the strategy that was used, in the military now, the Nigerian forces you are seeing today, despite all the challenges, non-Nigerian forces of 10, 20 years ago, they are being steady. This transformation I'm even talking about is only in the armed forces that is working. I'm telling you, you have, as I speak with you, you have a special force. You have people who are trained on counter-terrorism. So when you have situation like this, it's not for one particular security agent to take it. It's to sit down, what you call situation room and all of that, and not, intimidate condom of this area, intimidate them, not to just go to kill. No. If you see operations like that, condom of the area, you know this is a specific area, you are not going there to kill anybody. No. But let the people know that government is very serious about this. You cannot continue to allow people to infringe on the right of view. They belong to a committee and terrorize you. So I suggest that the decision is that federal government should go ahead to the special force unit of Nigeria, of the armed forces, in conjunction with the police and SSS, to control the area possible, just control of the area and get the leader with maximum force.
Why do you think that? Because, I mean, listening to you and highlighting some of these issues, the steps that need to be taken, it would appear that these are things that Nigerians take for granted, that those up there would have been thinking way ahead of all of this, but it's not happening. Why is it that they seem easy, yet difficult?
You see, Chamberlain, let me tell you, another challenge that we have as a nation. As I'm speaking with you here, there is a challenge that anybody who is not in government, if he's speaking about this country, that person is against government. What Professor Femi said, in serious country, when people listen to what analysts and commentators say every morning, so that they use that as a yardstick to help in governance is about people. This country is a continuum. It's not about President Jonathan or about a particular person. It's about all of us. When we speak here, we are not speaking. We are speaking because President Jonathan happened to be president.